Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Fields going to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. That's on the former first-rounder Taylor Decker. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 13 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing again is Fields. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A carry for Foreman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll go with Foreman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and again, it's Foreman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Prescott on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott off play action. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Now Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A handoff, running left, Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Fields throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One play action. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Prescott now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Dak Prescott. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Davis. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally. Prescott now from the 50. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To the air again, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. And
a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Prescott. He's got Derrick Henry again. Back-to-back catches. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, 43 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Shifts by him. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Bears now ready to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now...
That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And caught by Henry. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Inside handoff, Henry. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in. And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination? Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap. Fields. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Henry running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Henry up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They'll run for it with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Dak's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Gibbs, and he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. On 1st down, Fields. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff up the middle. Shepard, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Shepard, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st down, Shepard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Beasley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. It's Shepard, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Beasley able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Sims. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Here's Sims on the run. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Bass is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Shepard, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Shepard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Lance now on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing now is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Sims. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Harris returning. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's Lance. Got his man. It's Williams. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 2nd down. Lance going to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Lance now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go right back to Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Shepard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Lance. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Lance now on 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And the return will stop right around the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That pass complete to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And the drive begins here with Sims. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. He gets it to Sims, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now they run with Sims. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And they're going to get this up to midfield. midfield. Here's Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Lance looks to throw again. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times should we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Shepard. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Dean. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shepard. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Shepard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
On the move to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 3.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Lance's throw brought in by Bellinger. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Touchdown 49ers.
Jamison Williams.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Shepard, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They'll look to throw here. And this one complete to Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Shepard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2nd and 9 now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Sims.
Down to about the 32.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
He's got Bellinger.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run it with Sims, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw.
This is caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here's Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he is going to have a Niners first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Sims. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 8, 1:50 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly, and the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
On 1st down, it's Sims, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run with Sims.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.